Merry Korean girls with lots of laughs and songs. These are the very girls who displayed unsparingly the spirit of Sunggun Korea in the games, thus creating a soccer legend and striking the world with admiration. Women's soccer stars of Sunggun Korea. Last century, the world saw a rapid development in the women's soccer. Women's soccer became one of the most popular sports games, so many countries put an emphasis on it. It was in mid-1980s that women's soccer started in Korea. The first training match of women's soccer was played in the Kim Il-sung Stadium in Pyongyang on May 19, 1986. Coach Ri Chu-wol, merited athlete of World Media Sports Team, says, "Really, I can't forget the first training match we had before the leader Kim Jong-il. We arrived at the stadium not knowing what honor we'd have. To our surprise, leader Kim Jong-il was on the platform with broad smile. We felt as if we had all the happiness of the world." After the match, he said that women's soccer was promising sport and our women players should add the glory to the nation in international games, displaying high spirit, stamina, speed and skills. Since 1988, Korean women's soccer team has taken part in many international games. The Mayday Stadium and several others, furnished with excellent equipment and facilities for training, were built at the state expense to develop the soccer. Education was well organized in the training institutes, including the juvenile sports schools across the country, for reserves of women's soccer. Different works were done for improvement of soccer technology. The active support by the party and the state brought about a rapid development in women's soccer. In September 1990, the 11th Asian Games were held in Beijing, China. The Korean women's soccer team took the third place in games, defeating many experienced teams of Asia. Encouraged by the first success, the team drilled itself with high ambition to be ranked among the world champions. Their efforts bore good fruits in international games. Dr. and Associate Professor Ri Dong-gyu, the Sports Science Institute of the Sports Academy, says, our women's soccer team, Taffy in Asia, fought to win the third Women's World Cup in the United States in June 1999. At that time, the world of women's soccer was getting masculinized in terms of technology, stamina, and organization. Our team played against the Denmark team, one of the strongest in Europe, on June the 24th. They played well, taking the initiative in the game. Korean players showed good organization, nice pass and vigor, and thus defeated the Denmark team by 3-1. It evoked a great sensation in the soccer world. The third Women's World Cup was the first game where the Korean women's soccer team made its debut before the world. The 21st century becomes the heyday of the Korean women's soccer. The team was lucky to have such stars as Jin Byul-hee and Ri Gum-suk as its forwards. People's athlete Jin Byul-hee from the World Medal Sports team says, in the past, our women's soccer team went up to the final several times in Asia, but we had to give in the gold medal to the Chinese team. The Chinese team then had Sun Mun, the best player. It was a strong team with good results in the international games. It won the Asian Championship 7 times. The Chinese team with experienced players trained to win the 8th championship. The 13th Asian Women's Football Championship was held in Taipei, China in December 2001. Who will win the first Asian Championship in the new century was to be decided there. The Korean team matched against the Chinese in the semi-finals. The number 10 player Jin Byul-hee scored 2 goals in the first half and made a breakthrough for victory. In the second half, the Chinese Sun Mun scored, and the game became even fiercer as the score was 2-1. Jin Byul-hee's dash into the goalkeeper area and strong shot. She scored 3 goals in the game. In the finals, the Korean team overpowered the Japanese by 2-0. At last, the Korean girls who had longed for the honor of Asian soccer queens won the first Asian Championship greeting the new century. The Korean team, emerging as the soccer comet of the new century, could not be satisfied by the success and kept striving to win better results. soccer fan says, "It was exciting news indeed. They won in the successive international games to make the Korean women's soccer myth. The world had to wait only a few years to see a more exciting phase." In 2006, a soccer heat wave swept over the world. The third U20 Women's World Championship was held in Russia in August 2006. Dr. Ri Dong-gyu says, "The U20 Women's World Championship has been held every 2 years since 2002 for the best soccer player reserves.
2002년부터 2년에 한 번씩 열리고 있습니다.
The players active in the championships are supposed to be enlisted in the national teams and play for the Women's World Cup in the future, so they certainly attract the world's attention."
우수한 선수들이기 때문에 세계 축구계의 이목이 집중되고 있는 대회입니다.
On August 12, 2006, the Korean U20 women's soccer team left the motherland to take part in the championships with Choi Kwang-seok as head coach.
팀의 책임 감독은 최강석이었습니다.
Labor hero Choi Kwang-seok, people's athlete and coach of the Pyongyang City sports team, says, "On the airplane staircase, we all looked up to the blue sky of the fatherland as if we had promised to do so. I remember